Hello, this is Sirius Black, coming to you from Dream School. I'm the Wizard of Weird, and had a few things to say. Actually, we're having a contest because we're live from Williamsburg, and because Irish people aren't into the king, and apparently Williamsburg was named after some random king for no reason. We've decided to decide somebody else that Williamsburg is named after, and I'm going to let you guys choose if you want to. But I'm going to throw some possibilities out there. One of them is, actually you'll notice I have a picture of Cal Ripken Jr., known as Junior, in the clubhouse, because while he was playing and setting the record for Iron Man, playing every game for season after season after season after season, and basically never sitting down, and sure, he got injured, but he played injured, and anyway, he's famous for that. Was for some folks, that record probably won't be broken. And he did break Lou Gehrig's record, and that's a whole other story, the Iron Horse. But for the Yankees. But anyway, Junior played shortstop. Arguably the best shortstop who ever lived, although, you know, that you'd have to debate that. But anyway, while he was playing, his dad, Cal Ripken Sr., I mean, you don't say senior because Cal Ripken is the dad, and his number was 7. Cal's number was 8. And Cal Ripken, I'll say senior, the dad, was the third base coach for the Orioles when Cal Jr. was playing shortstop. And at the same time, the second baseman was Billy Ripken, Cal's younger brother. So in the same infield, you had 3, count them, 3 Ripkens going at the same time simultaneously. Now, I don't think that record's ever going to be broken. How could it be? But anyway, it shows you that, you know, hereditary ability is something that's very interesting. And I'll tell you another one about a dad and 2 sons is you're aware of Peyton Manning and Eli Manning as back-to-back Super Bowl MVPs as quarterbacks for the teams that won the Super Bowl those years. And their dad, Archie Manning, was number 8, like Junior, for Ole Miss, Mississippi, University of Mississippi, and he was a high draft choice. He was taken by the New Orleans Saints, and they were awful. They were just terrible, and all they had was this great quarterback playing for them, and they had no offensive line, and the poor guy couldn't generate much as far as the team was concerned, but he did his best, and he was an excellent quarterback. Archie Manning, that is. And Archie's dad, now this is very sad, but I'm going to lay it on you. Archie's dad committed suicide, and Archie had to live with that. But Archie said to himself about that, when I have kids, I'm not going to do anything near that to them. So he did not pass on the legacy of his dad to his sons, and look at what happened to them. They ended up being, you know, MVPs in the Super Bowl back-to-back. And then I'm a little angry with Peyton, to tell you the truth, because when he won the Super Bowl with Denver recently. It was all about the defenses. He hardly did anything, and they managed not to give up the ball as much as the other team, and Denver won, but it was the defense that won it, not Peyton. And basically, so at the end of the game, all the reporters, they're not interviewing the defense like they should have been. They're interviewing Peyton because he's a big star, And you know what he says? They say, "What are you going to do next after winning the Super Bowl?" See, they used to do that on the sidelines when I was a kid, and it was the classic response was, "I'm going to Disney World." And see, that was a really cool thing for the Super Bowl MVP to say for the kids, that they were like, "Oh, cool, isn't he lucky he gets to go to Disney World?" But you know what Peyton says? Peyton says, they ask him, "What are you going to do after the Super Bowl?" He says, "I'm going to drink a lot of Budweiser." What? Like, that's what he's telling the kids to do? Now, figure out how much money he probably got from the king of beers people to say that. I'm so angry about that. I'm beside myself about that. And his legacy is trashed as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, that's one we wanted to bring up today. So Billy, the second baseman, next brother, Ripken, we could name Williamsburg after Billy and remember him, because it kind of gets forgotten. But I just reminded you, and 3 Ripkens in the same infield, pretty amazing. So have a great rest of your time, and I'll be back at you sometime soon.